Hey, hi guys. In today's lesson, we're going to see parts of the body in Spanish. So let's start. All right, so this is the first part, okay? To say face. In Spanish, you have to say cara, cara, cara. Now the next part is head, okay? To say head, in Spanish, you have to say cabeza, cabeza, cabeza. Now to say forehead, in Spanish, you have to say frente, frente, frente. Now to say eyes, in Spanish you have to say ojos, ojos, ojos. Okay, this is the plural form, eyes, ojos. The singular form would be eye, ojo, without the letter S, okay? So to create the singular form, eye, you have to say ojo, ojo, okay? And to say eyes, plural form, you have to say ojos, ojos in Spanish. All right, now to say eyelids, in Spanish you have to say párpados, párpados, párpados. Okay, this is a plural form, eyelids. Now if you want to say eyelid in the singular form, in Spanish you have to say párpado, párpado, párpado. Okay, without the letter S. And also remember to put an accent in letter A. Now let's go with eyelashes, okay? To say eyelashes in Spanish, you have to say pestañas, 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 okay? This is a plural form if you are referring to two eyelashes. Now, if you are referring to only one singular form, to say eyelash, in Spanish, you have to say pestaña, 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 okay? This is a singular form without the letter S at the end. Pestaña, and the plural form, pestañas. All right, now let's go with eyebrows, okay? To say eyebrows, in Spanish you have to say cejas, cejas, cejas. Okay, this is a plural form. Now, if you want to refer to only one eyebrow, in Spanish you have to say ceja, ceja, ceja. Okay, so the singular form of eyebrow in Spanish is ceja, and the plural form, eyebrows, cejas. All right, now let's go to the next part, okay? We have nose. To say nose in Spanish, we have to say nariz, nariz, nariz. Now let's go with mouth, okay? To say mouth in Spanish, we have to say boca, boca, boca. Now to say lips, in Spanish we have to say labios, labios, labios. Okay, this is a plural form if we are referring only to lip, okay, singular. In Spanish we have to say labio, labio. Okay, it's a singular form, labio, plural form, labios. Now to say teeth, in Spanish we have to say dientes, dientes, dientes. Okay, this is plural. Teeth, dientes. Now the singular form would be tooth. Okay, if we are referring only to one tooth, In Spanish, we have to say diente, diente, diente. Okay, it's a singular form, tooth, diente. Plural form, teeth, dientes. Now to say tongue, in Spanish we have to say lengua, lengua, lengua. Now to say cheeks, in Spanish we have two ways of saying cheeks, okay? The first one is cachetes, 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 okay? This is if you are referring to two cheeks. Now, if you are referring to singular, then you have to say cheek, cachete, okay? Singular, cachete, plural, cachetes. And the other form of saying cheeks in Spanish is mejillas, okay? Mejillas. This is a plural form if you are referring to two cheeks, mejillas. If you are referring to only one, mejilla, okay? So if you decide if you want to say mejillas, okay, or you want to say cachetes, okay? Those are the two forms we have in Spanish to say cheeks. Now let's go with ears, okay? To say ears, also we have two forms of saying ears in Spanish, okay? The first one is saying oídos, 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 okay? This is if you are referring to the plural form and you're talking about two ears, okay? If you're talking about only one ear, then you have to say ear in English, singular form. In Spanish, oído, oído. Okay, if you are referring to only one ear, oído. If you are referring to two, plural form, oídos. And now the other form of saying ears, okay, in Spanish it's saying orejas, orejas, orejas. Okay, this is a plural form if you are referring to two ears, orejas. If you are referring to the singular form, only one, oreja. Okay, so you decide if you want to say oídos or orejas. Now to say neck, in Spanish you have to say cuello, cuello, cuello. Now to say clavicle or collarbone, in Spanish you have to say clavícula, 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 with an accent in letter I. Now to say chest, in Spanish you have to say pecho, pecho, pecho. Now to say shoulders, in Spanish you have to say hombros, hombros, hombros. Okay, this is the plural form, shoulders, hombros. The singular form would be hombro, okay, without the letter S. Singular form, shoulder, hombro. Plural form, shoulders, hombros. Now to say arms, in Spanish you have to say brazos, brazos, brazos. Okay, this is if you're talking about two arms, plural form. If you're talking about only one arm, then you have to say arm, brazo, brazo. Okay, singular form, brazo, plural form, brazos. Now let's go with elbows, okay? This is the plural form, elbows. In Spanish, codos, codos, codos. Okay, if you're talking about only one in the singular form, you have to say elbow, okay? In Spanish, singular form, codo, codo. Okay? Singular form, codo. Plural form, codos. Now let's go with hands, okay? To say hands in Spanish, you have to say manos, manos, manos. Okay, this is a plural form. If you're talking about only one hand, to say hand, in Spanish, you have to say mano, mano. Okay, hand, mano, hands, manos. Now let's go with wrists. Okay, to say wrists in Spanish, you have to say muñecas, muñecas, muñecas. Okay, this is a plural form if you're talking about two wrists. Now, if you're talking about singular wrist, then you have to say muñeca, muñeca, muñeca in Spanish, okay? And wrists, plural form, muñecas, muñecas. Now to say abdomen, in Spanish you have to say abdomen, abdomen, abdomen. Now to say belly button, then you have to say ombligo, ombligo, ombligo. Now to say hip, in Spanish you have to say cadera, cadera, cadera. Now to say waist, in Spanish you have to say cintura, cintura, cintura. Now to say thighs, in Spanish you have to say muslos, muslos, muslos. Okay, this is in the plural form. Thighs in the singular form, thigh in Spanish would be muslo, muslo. Okay, only if you're talking about one thigh. Now to say legs, in Spanish you have to say piernas, piernas, piernas. Okay, this is if you're talking about two legs. If you're talking about in singular, leg, in Spanish you have to say pierna, pierna, pierna. Okay, singular form, pierna, plural form, piernas. Now to say feet, in Spanish you have to say pies, pies, pies. Okay, this is a plural form. Now to say foot in the singular form, in Spanish you have to say pie, 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 without the letter S, okay? Now let's go with heel, okay? To say heel, in Spanish we have to say talón, 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 with an accent in letter O. Now to say ankle, ankle in Spanish you have to say tobillo, tobillo, tobillo. Now to say fingers of the hand, in Spanish you have to say dedos de la mano. Okay, that means fingers of the hand. Fingers means dedos of the hand, de la mano. Dedos de la mano. Now to say toes, in Spanish you have to say dedos del pie. Dedos del pie. Dedos del pie. Now to say back, in Spanish you have to say espalda. 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 Now to say backbone, in Spanish you have to say columna vertebral. Columna vertebral. Columna vertebral. Now to say bottom or buttocks, in Spanish you have to say trasero. 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 So that would be all for today's lesson. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.